Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video to show you how you can take a social media post like this and turn it into a whole blog post using our social post into blog post content flow that is here in SEO Assist. So first thing I'm going to say is that this works really good with social posts that are at least a couple of sentences, maybe a paragraph. You know how sometimes you give people 2 tips for this, 3 tips for that. I've seen a lot of like reels now where it's like such and such, like go look in the caption and they have a pretty good caption. These are the type of posts that it works really well with. Actually, I'm using one of my previous clients' posts that she tagged me in last week, so you guys can see, but I'll also do another one with one of my shorter posts. But if you do too short, then it's got a lot to make up, right? So we want to give it a little bit of something to work with so that it's not all about, kind of what's made up. So you're going to go right into our social post into blog post, and you get here one or two ways. You can go right here where it says repurpose existing content on the dashboard, or if you go into write a new blog post, it's actually also part of that flow if you were just going from the start, like topic ideas down to repurpose. So that's another way you can get to the repurpose. And we've got 2 repurpose flows, which is repurpose blogs into social and then repurpose social into blogs. So we're going to go right to where we need to be, which is repurpose social into blogs. First thing you want to do is put a little bit about the audience that you are writing for. So I am writing for busy entrepreneurs and, not bust entrepreneurs, busy, right? And the goal in the post is to encourage them to create content. If you read her post, it was really talking about how she took a break and the things that we did last year when we were working together. She already seeing results, so it went from 200 to 900. And so I guess I could just show you guys the post again. So it's much more of an encouraging post than it is a content post, but that's what I wanted to do, to encourage people to do SEO. It does have a character limit, just to make sure we don't go over. So I'll just start with create content. The call to action is to sign up for the next SEO class. And I'll just say live SEO class. And then I'm going to post the actual post. You got 1,200 characters here. So again, you don't want to make it too long. And as I always say, if it's more than what's here, then that's probably an indication it should be 2 instead of just 1. But even this is 749, so it might be pretty long. And then we're going to create content as we always do. And right now it is going through our algorithms of what it should be writing, is reaching out to the AI and getting some more content to add. And then it's going to come together with our completed blog post. And it takes about a minute or 2, sometimes, really depending on how busy the system is at the time. All right, so I wasn't fully counting, but that took about a full minute. So here you see it wrote our full blog post, and it starts with, it's going to give you your completed post, titles, subtitles, and keywords. So as an entrepreneur, because that's who we're talking to, time is one of the most valuable assets. There's always a meeting to attend, a client to impress, yada, yada, yada. Let me share with you a personal journey of how I managed this Herculean task and the valuable lessons I learned along the way. I had to say that slow. Harnessing the power of SEO. And so it talks a little bit about that, celebrating small wins, because she did mention that it might seem small to us, but compared to giant corporations ranking for thousands clicks every day, this was great. And investing time wisely. So what does that mean for busy entrepreneurs? It shows that investing time wisely now can reap the benefits of the future, and experience taught maybe importance of laying strong things. So if you've got a blog post or you've got a social post and you want to quickly turn into a blog post, this is a pretty good post, right? And so by signing up for the live class, I was looking for that next, our call to action here. So I could easily make this into a call to action. I could make this actually into an email too that goes into, telling her story, so it might become an email if you guys are on my email list. And then it gives me some title ideas here, some of the long tail keywords that are associated, a meta description. And if I wanted to continue to talk about this, I would go into these additional subtopics with this. So that is it. You would literally just answer those questions, give it a minute, literally, and then you can see you got a full blog post. So like I said, I'm going to try it with my other post, which is a little bit shorter. See what we get here. This one's about time blocking. And although it's short, it does actually have a lesson to it. So I think it's going to have some really good, sometimes like I'll just post something really vague. Those are not necessarily the best ones, but this one actually said something. So again, I'm going to talk to busy entrepreneurs. And actually this time, instead of busy, I like to put an adjective for entrepreneurs because entrepreneurs is so kind of broad. But this is, so maybe I'm going to say overwhelmed because this one is about time blocking. Entrepreneurs. The goal of this post is to use time blocking effectively. And the call to action for this post: do the work in the allotted. Let me make sure I spelled that right. And then here's the post that we were posting. I'm going to take off the good morning just because I don't want my post to reflect the morning because it is just a blog post. So I can take that piece off. Can create content. Give it another minute. You see how much shorter this is. This last one was what, 700 and something. This one is 200. So you see how much shorter we have gotten with this particular post. And let's see what kind of blog it gives us. All right. So again, it took a little bit under a minute, but just about a minute this time again. And so here's our completed post: titles, subtitles, and keywords. So as an entrepreneur, there are days you might feel like a circus juggler trying to keep all the balls in court. Remember I said you guys were overwhelmed in this one. Time blocking more than just time management. I love that. And so it talks about organizing and neat little boxes of activity. And it's not about just ensuring each box is filled with productivity. The golden rules to do exactly what you set out to do, which is exactly what I said in that thing. Strategies for effective time blocking. So it went a little bit further into making sure you stick to what you're doing during that block, which is what that post was about. So prioritize tasks, avoid multitasking, be flexible. And then it gave a little bit of a personal story. And I say that with air quotes because it made the story up for me. When I first started in business, constantly overwhelmed, but it's a true story. Actually, it is, right? And then the call to action. So when I was putting this into my site, I probably would take off this part and keep all the other titles there. As an entrepreneur, time is your most valuable asset, and using it effectively can be a game changer for your business. Try implementing time blocking into your daily routine. And now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should also say use SEO Assist to help you get the work done fast, right? So I'll probably add that with my call to action, but as you guys saw, I didn't tell it that. So it didn't give me that. And then again, it gave me some title ideas, some keywords, some meta descriptions, and some additional subtopics if I wanted to go a little bit further in this. So there you go. In literally 10 minutes or less, I have written 2 blog posts based off of my social media posts. And so if you're going through the work now of taking your content from social and making it more productive and more substantial on your blog and on your site, then this is a really great tool to use that will take what you've already written, make it into something a little bit meaty and substantial, give some call to action, and now turn it into something perfect to go right onto your site. Enjoy. Let me know in the comments how you guys can use this, how you guys are going to use this with your next blog post. I can't wait to see.